Did you see how many bullets that took? This is TopherDeluxe back to the world of Destiny, and this is the weekly heroic strike that me and a couple buddies that I met that are subs of mine got together and did it. We've been playing pretty much nonstop every day that I get a chance to. I haven't gotten a chance to update you guys on how I'm doing in Destiny because I just basically got addicted to the game and played it all day, every day. Here's a look at my character as it stood a couple days ago. Now I'm a level 21 with, I think, everything but one of my items is blue. So I'm working my way up the chain. I'm starting to get a little bit better. The guys that I play with are higher levels, no doubt. But we are doing the weekly heroic mission or whatever it is. Did you see that? I don't know if you guys knew you could do that. You shoot the little scooter things and they take off. Watch, I'll do it again. It's funny every time. But I'm doing the weekly heroic mission with my buddies here, and this is the hardest, most difficult mission that I have ever done on a co-op or a campaign or a storyline or anything like that. We literally, this is an hour and 45 minutes worth of footage cut down into about 19 minutes. I left in some revives, or actually quite a bit of them, because I died quite a lot. If you can notice the levels on the screen, I'm a 20, the other guy's a 22, and then the other one is a 24. This is Tasting Your Blood and Candy Maid are two friends of mine that we play together a lot. So we're doing this on the heroic thing, which means that it's kind of, I don't know, it's difficult. Whenever one person dies, then you have to revive them. Or if all of you die, then it's game over and you have to start back from last checkpoint. I'm not doing any damage to these guys, so I spend most of my time here, hiding in the corner, trying not to die. And these guys go out and do most of the work. Now, it took us quite a few tries to get through some of these parts, so I narrowed it out. It led to leaderboards. There you go. And leaderboards that look like this. 1 kill. I was definitely getting backpacked by these guys. We tried again. We tried some other strategies to get through this part here, which was included with me sitting in the corner with a shotgun. And, yeah. Same result. At least I got 6 kills this time. But I'm gonna stop going through all that stuff. I'm trying to speed it up a little bit more so you guys can see some of the action from this craziness. I am very overpowered, or the enemy is overpowered for me at this point, and I'm just barely being able to kill any of them. So I'm going to take this time in this episode to try and talk about the good and the bad and the ugly of what I see of Destiny, and how it's kind of a bad thing, because this is like a dangerously good game for me. I really enjoy playing it. I play it every day that I'm off work. I get off work in the morning and I come home and I want to play Destiny for a couple hours. I haven't had a game that I've thought about playing when I wasn't playing it in a couple years. Most of the games, you know, especially with Ghost and Black Ops 2 kind of burnt me out. Borderlands 2 burnt me out. I haven't thought about and got excited about playing those games in a long time. But in this game, when I'm at work or something like that, halfway through the night, I'm looking forward to getting home and being able to play this game. It's so exciting to play. I'm going to kind of go through with the good and the bad as far as my opinion on the game. Let some of this footage roll. This boss took forever. We did beat him first, or well, actually, I think it was second, third try, but we did end up beating him, and what you're watching is the winning run, I guess, of this campaign. I kind of cut out all the failures. Because there was times, trust me, there's times where you get the guy down to like an 1/8 of his health, and then all 3 of you die, and you have to start completely from the beginning. It's definitely a trial, and word of the wise, this is a great spot to sit. You know, he can't shoot you, but you can shoot him. It's a great thing to do. So anyways, the good things that I like about Destiny is a lot. There's a lot of stuff. The multiplayer is really good. I don't know how to put this. The challenge of the AI, the enemies are really well thought out. The bosses are difficult, but not too difficult. The way the whole loot system works is a little weird. We'll get to that a little bit later, but for the most part, I'm pretty satisfied. I've never gotten in a multiplayer match where I couldn't find players. I've never tried to search for like a Rumble game or something like that and couldn't find anybody and ended up having to back out and go to something else. Never had that happen. I'm not too fond about how they don't show you how many people are in a specific game type. But other than that, let me think. I've always had players, always got pretty good loot from multiplayer. It's been a lot of fun. I'm going to fast forward through most of this fight here in a second so you guys don't have to watch me sit there and, you know, grind on this guy forever. There's just so many good things about this game. It's dangerous how good this game is and how much I like it. I'm really looking forward to spending a lot of time on my channel talking about and playing this game. And let me know what you guys want me to do with this game. If you want me to go over every blue weapon I get, which would take a lot of time, then I can. If you want me to just kind of give you some updates and tips and tricks, or just kind of share with you the fun times that I have when I'm playing Destiny, then I can do that. I'll probably just post any gameplay that I find interesting. But some of the other things that I like about this game are, one, the mechanics of the game as far as how the guns feel, how the jumping feels. The superpower stuff does not feel like it's clunky or hard to use. It's really, really easy and intuitive. The weapon selection, or weapon variety I should say, the different types of weapons like the pulse rifle, the fusion rifle, and all that stuff, as well as the navigation, how you can go out to your ship and jump around. And I'll get more into that a little bit later, but I do really like the tower. I think that's an awesome idea, and I know that a lot of people have kind of compared it to Mass Effect. Hey, they finally killed that bastard. Compared it to Mass Effect and the Citadel, or whatever it's called in that game. Now, I'm not a Mass Effect guy. I don't have time for those really super big, in-depth RPGs like Final Fantasy. I haven't played those in years. But a lot of people compared it to that, and from what I could tell, it seems like it's a pretty good idea. It's like one place where you can go and you can get all your shopping done, you can trade in all your weapons, you can upgrade your weapons, you can do whatever you got to do, and never leave the same place. It was really, really helpful. Another thing that I do like that they did was they disguised the loading screens, and I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but when you're in your ship and you're in orbit and you're about to go to a place, you select your destination, you hit launch, and then it takes a second, and then it shows your ship fly off, and then it shows your ship, you know, warp speed, and then it shows your ship landing or whatever like that. But as soon as you get done, your feet are on the ground. The reason why I walked up to this room, just for those of you who are wondering, is there is a chest or a ghost up in that room, and I can't remember. I've already got it, but he was showing our other player who hadn't got it where it was. But anyways, so if you notice, if you're kind of intuitive, I guess, or if you paid attention, all that time that you're in the spaceship, the Xbox is loading your next destination, so that when you get there, your feet hit the ground. There's no loading screens. There's no black stagnant screens that are just boring to look at. You can look at your character's inventory and equipment all the time, whenever you want, while you're in that situation. So I think that's a really, really good step. It does take a little bit longer, but we'll transition this into the bad, I guess. This boss is freaking bad. We'll say that. This boss is bad. I hate this boss. And more than this boss, I hate all the little minions that run out and cause chaos. It's annoying. And I die several times, as you will very soon witness me dying and getting piggyback ride from my teammates who definitely saved my butt. You'll see me get revived over and over again. But the bad thing about this game is it does take a little bit longer to go from one place to another. Like if you're in the tower and you want to go play the Crucible, you can't just go straight from the tower to the Crucible. You have to go out to orbit in order to get to Crucible. It's a little logistics problem. It's not that big a deal. My biggest complaint as far as bad goes is there is no... How do I put this? There's no double drop rate thing, and the loot is scarce. It seems like in Borderlands they would throw weapons at you left and right, but albeit they weren't always great weapons, they were at least something. You felt like you were at least getting the opportunity to get something. But in this game, you're lucky if you play through a campaign mission and get 2 weapons out of it, or 2 pieces of armor, or whatever. You saw me pick up 2 greenies earlier in this mission, or 2 green orbs on the ground. Those are the weapons or whatever. What I found is when I'm at this level, for some reason, I seem to be getting the same or similar armor and weapon drops, regardless of what I'm doing. It could be one mission or a different mission or multiplayer. I seem to get the same basic stuff, and it doesn't do me too well. Look at that death. Look at that. Just death. I'm totally getting my butt wrecked right now. But anyways, I am. I'm getting totally dominated right now. Oh, the good thing that I forgot, I'm sorry, I'm ADHD and I forget a lot of things, is that I am yet to experience lag in any way, shape, or form on multiplayer. Every game that I've played, it has been pretty much seamless, the same exact connection feel, the hit registration, and everything like that has been the exact same. I've never once seen anybody lag or, lag jump or anything like that around the map. You can get greenies through the floor. That's another good thing. So back over to the bad things. The bad things. Other than the traveling and having to go from one place to the other, I feel like there is, like I said, an increasingly short amount of loot. I feel like I'm not getting rewarded enough for what I'm doing. Even if it's crap that I don't need or a weapon that I already have, I would like to get something to make me feel like I'm really accomplishing. Like I'm going out, I'm sitting here, watch, I'm contemplating going out and reviving this guy. Thinking I can do it, man. There's no one around. No one's watching me. I got this. I think. No, I got it. A YOLO! Death. And then my teammate comes out and totally saves the day. Man, I can't tell you how mad we were. We had this guy down to about a quarter health about 3 or 4 times, and then all 3 of us died, and we had to start all over again. It was disheartening. It was difficult. I can't even take out a freaking spark without at least, what is that, 15 bullets that I hit that guy with. Ignore the bad aim. But, so, the bad. When you're in an area and you're out in the wilderness and you're just kind of wandering around Venus or whatever, if you're fighting level 7s and you're a level 7, that's great. But if a level 20 jumps into the map and runs into your area, and now all of a sudden your enemies are level 20s, you're screwed. Same thing as if you are trying to farm for experience or something like that, and you are shooting level 20s, and all of a sudden they drop down to level 7s, and you're not getting anything for them, or you're not getting any weapons that are any good or anything like that. That kind of stinks. It kind of does. I admit it does kind of suck when the levels drastically change. Now I noticed that more in the first week that the game was out than any other time, so I don't know if they have fixed it or not, but it was apparent. I'd be sitting there fighting level 4s, and then all of a sudden they'd become level 15s, and I'd just get butt raped. So, as far as the bad, the game's short. It's not very long. It's not very big. And my biggest complaint, and this is going to go straight to the ugly section, because this is the only thing that I can think of, other than the shortage of loot, that I think is a big game breaker, in my opinion, is I have not found a good, I haven't found a great way to farm for weapons. RPGs, that's how you do it. You go in and you fight, and you farm for weapons. Now, nobody wants to go in here and do this hour and 45-minute ordeal to try and get a chance to get a better weapon. They want to go and find somebody, kill them, reset, kill them, reset, until you get a good gun. We have found a couple places where you can do that, where the respawning is restricted. You can go in, wipe out a group of bad guys. If they drop something, they drop something. If they don't, they don't. You jump off the cliff, die, and reset and do it again. And that's a way of farming, but it seems like it's not as rewarding. And when it is rewarding, when you do get a weapon, it seems like you get the same low-level stuff over and over and over again. That's a little bit annoying. I would like to see a little bit more farm-friendly missions. Maybe if you go and do patrol missions, you have an increased rate drop. I would love to see like how they have those the black wax statue and all that stuff, all those little consumables that make you have a higher drop rate for Glimmer. I would love to see a higher drop rate for equipments. I would love to see, look at this, back-to-back revives. This guy's a boss. I would love to see something like that. Now watch me try and revive this guy and totally fail at it. Oh, he was so mad. He was so mad at me. I kept failing at reviving this guy every time. But anyways, I would love to see something like that where you could up the drop rate and maybe increase your chances of getting more rare weapons, or more higher level weapons, or at least better rarity. I really like the way that they've got the rare, uncommon, legendary, and exotic. Exotic is the highest that I've seen yet, but I've heard rumors of mythic. That's going to be pretty good. The that pretty much wraps everything up that I have as far as my opinion on the game right now. My class build is a Warlock, and I'm going with the Voidwalker. I'm a completionist. I want to stick with the Voidwalker and complete this class build out and make sure that I got it as good as I want, hone it in. And even if I just use it for multiplayer, or if I just use it for boss fights or whatever, this is going to be my build, and I'm going to clutch revive. I'm going to keep this one around. I might go over to the other one, which is the Sun Singer or something like that. I'm going to go do that one next after I max out this one, because I kind of want to see what this one's capable of. It's kind of like watching, if you guys haven't played with Warlock, it's kind of like having this guy. I mean, your recovery is retarded. You can jump behind cover, and then your shields recover so fast. Especially compared to my wife's, she's a hunter. Her recovery is monumentally slower than mine, but I can recover my shield pretty dang fast. The downside of that is I can't bum rush people and melee people and stuff like that because I don't have the armor to do it. But the Voidwalker skill is kind of like walking around with a one-shot rocket launcher with one bullet in it that will decimate anything that you shoot. And it comes in handy because sometimes there's a whole bunch of people in one group, and you can really take advantage of that. And you know, you can hammer that special ability out and wipe out a whole horde of people. But most of the time, I end up using it on one or two guys that I would just rather not fight. Does that sound bad? I would rather, there's 3 yellow armor-plated bad guys. I would rather just shoot them with the dang super and get it out the way rather than sit and try and fool with them. It doesn't cause enough damage to the boss for me to use it. The melee is really nice. I like the I've upgraded my jump a couple times, and it's really helpful. I do like the recovery. It seems to help a whole lot, especially in multiplayer. But I like my class, and I'm very content with it. You are going to see exactly how well these guys backpacked me in about 2 seconds. 132 kills, 230 kills, and then 37 from your boy Topher. I was definitely getting carried on that one. Props to these guys. Shout out to them. TopherDeluxe, and I'll see you guys next one. Later.